So in previous session we have read about the Great Stone Face part 1. Let's continue with the Great Stone Face part 2. Let us see what the prophecy would come true or not. I like to call Ankita for the further explanation.
Many years ago, by the year of the head Arnes, he was an old man, and by the year of the head, and he is intelligent and good thoughts of the mind. He is a famous in the college professor, citizens, and come to the meet the Arnes, and Arnes is also the meet the citizens and college professors. He is a happiness and he faces lightly from the evening light. He is a lightly face. And this is the old man and a God gift to the earth of the new poet. And the poet of the city and not to forget the face, the grand face of and the grand face of Arnes is the mountain.
When the Arnes was growing old, the God had granted a new poet to the earth. The Arnes pouring his thoughts and words to whosoever he meets in the valley or out of the valley. And when the Arnes was sitting in the middle of his cottage door, he was lifting his eyes toward the great stone face and reading the book. And for the further explanation, I would like to call Anvesha.
O great stone face, is not that man worthy to be your likeness? The stone face like smiling but didn't answer. Then it happened that poet thought that he leaves the far away. Then he goes to arrived to Ernest's door, and there he found a good old man sitting on the door and holding a book in his hand which he was reading. The poet said good evening and asked, "Can you give a traveler a night shelter? Can you give a traveler a night shelter?" Gladly answered Ernest. "I never saw the great stone face so hospitably. It means kind and gentle." The poet sat beside Ernest and poet talked together. The poet never talked to the man like Ernest, and then the Ernest was imagining the great stone face in the poet. Then Ernest asked to the poet, "Who are you, my gifted guest?" The poet laid his finger on the book which Ernest was reading.
When the poet was reading a book, the poet was standing in front of him. The Ernest was comparing the poet and the great stone face, and he was thinking that the poet is the man he was waiting since his childhood, and he has think that the man is the man of the prophecy. So for the further explanation, I would like to call my group member Dhruv Gude.
Okay, then you read a paragraph of this. So you know me, I wrote this. Asked the poet. Then he said. Again and again Ernest examined the poet features and he towards great stone face. Then he shook his head is side and head. Why are you sad? Inquired the poet. Because he replied, all through life I have waited for fulfillment of the prophecy, and then I read this poem. I hope that it could be in you, the fulfillment in you. Then you can them distance a heavenly song, but my life, dear Ernest, have corresponded. Correspondent means being a humor with dreams. I have a grand dreams, but they have only a dreams. Pure, when was I am pure seeker, good, true should I hope to find my face of mountain. The poet sadly said, and his eyes were wet, and so too were the Ernest. At the poet sadly, at the hour of sunset, together they meet at the place arms in arms. Then in front of the could be see the great stone face.
Poet was an intelligent person as Ernest thought. Ernest thought that the prophecy might be fulfilled. and while seeing the face of the poet. Now I like to as compare the great stone face. Now I would like to call Krishna for the further explanation.
Together the author and the poet going meeting place arm and arm. Poet and author meet the great stone face, and Ernest through a look of his familiar kindness around of his audience, and he began to speak with his heart and mind. His thoughts has power because he agree with his thoughts. He agree with his thoughts. His words has power because we agree with his thoughts, and his thoughts are really because they agree with his thoughts. The life which he was lived, there was no more breath that the preacher uttered. They were the words of his life. A life of good deeds and selfish love was melted into them. The poet he listened to filled with the life and character of Ernest, who is nobler stanza of polarity and he had ever written. His eyes was fulfilled with tears, and he said at a distance, but clearly we can see highly up in the golden light come on the great stone face. A stone face covered with a white mist, like Ernest has white hairs, and Ernest around the blow of Ernest. Experience so grand because Ernest poet was moved to throw arms of a poet.
As we have seen that the prophecy has finally come true, and the Ernest was the man of the prophecy. And now we are going to discuss about the summary of this chapter. So in the first part of the story, we have seen that the one boy and his mother was sitting on the door of their cottage and gazing at the great stone face. So what is the great stone face?
It is a work of nature formed on the perpendicular side of the mountain. If we are seeing it from distance, it seems like they are in various shapes. It is in human face.
So the boy who was sitting on the cottage of their door his name was Ernest. And he said to his mother that I wish that the great stone face could ever speak. If I ever see the man look like a great stone face, I would definitely love him very much.
So his mother answered very thoughtfully, perhaps, because she don't want to discourage his little child.
So Ernest asked her mother very curiously, "What prophecy do you mean, mother? Please tell me." So her mother told her about the prophecy that her own mother told her. So the prophecy was that one day a man will come who will be the greatest and the noblest person of his time. He will resemble the great stone face.
Ernest never forgot the story that her mother told her. And he was a very dutiful child to his mother. He helped her very much with her small hands and big heart.
During this time, a rumor went throughout the valley that the man of the prophecies appeared at last. The name of the man was Gathergold. He was very rich, and a few years ago he had shifted to the seaport near the valley. Now he decided to end his days in the valley, and the Ernest was gazing at the great stone face, and the man Gathergold has come. And when the Ernest looked at the Mr. Gathergold, he was quite disappointed because he can see no similarity between the great stone face and Mr. Gathergold. He can see unpleasant face of Mr. Gathergold. He was disappointed, but it seems like great stone face is saying to him, "Fear not, Ernest, the man will come." Ernest was now a a young man. The people of the valley can not see anything remarkable on Ernest, but except one thing, that Ernest, when the day, labor of the day was over, he still loved to gazing and looking at the great stone face. By this time, poor Mr. Gathergold was dead and buried. Before her dad, her wealth was disappeared.
So another son of the valley has appeared. Means another man of the prophecy will appear. He was a soldier. People thought that he was the prophecy man, but it is not true, because when Ernest saw his face and the great stone face, it's not any similarities will be found. And at last, Ernest thought that great stone face is whispering, and he said, "Fear not, Ernest, the man of the prophecy will come."
Many years passed. The Ernest was now an old man. He himself became a very famous person. The people from far away come to meet him, and there was also one poet who wants to meet the Ernest. And when he come, the Ernest was reading the book written by that poet, and the Ernest was looking at great stone face and poet, and he was thinking that he is the man of the prophecy, but he was quite silent. So the poet asked him, "Why are you looking so sad?"
On hearing this, the poet smiled and answered, "Your thoughts were dreams." And
Your thoughts are dreams. But when the poet looked at the Ernest and great stone face, he see that the great stone face and Ernest are looking totally same. So then the prophecy was finally fulfilled, and everyone was so happy. But Ernest was still waiting for the wiser and the better man to appear. Thank you for listening us.